Well, I'm back. Pretty pissed off, actually. Because not only was the stream interrupted, which that tends to happen sometimes, and I totally get it, but it totally kicked me out. Like it wouldn't even let me back on again. So I apologize, guys. And if you left and you had to do things, yeah, that's great. I totally get it. I appreciate you guys coming back on. Whoever is out there, I have 5 viewers right now, so thank you. Um, Sorry, guys. Yeah, Blindfell probably took over my stream and killed it. He had Major X come through the time stream and just destroyed it, right? Uh, so, yeah, guys, I appreciate you coming back. I got up to 8 right now. Like I said, the stream got interrupted and it would not let me back on. It just kicked me out completely. So I don't know what happened. So thank you. But let's get back to the haul, and hopefully the other viewers will come on. We have the Amazing Spider-Man: The Hunted. This is the 19-point HU. This was probably one of my most exciting books to actually read this coming week because these HU books have been phenomenal. But then after the fact, when I saw who was doing the artwork again, it was Chris Bachalo, and he recently did an issue of Amazing Spider-Man. And God, guys, I'm just not a fan of the artwork. I just can't get into his art. And you know what? The story could be really, really great, but the art is just as important when it comes to a comic book. And every time there's a lizard story, Bachalo tends to be the actual artist on these Amazing Spider-Man books. I'm just not a fan. So again, we'll see what happens with the story. I hope it overcomes that artwork. But yeah, the past two HU issues have been phenomenal. If you have not read them, the one with Black Cat and the one with Gibbon, oh my gosh, so pulled at the heartstrings at the end of that last issue. But this is the Amazing Spider-Man. This is the Hunted. This is 19-point HU. And got a couple comments about the stream. Yeah, it figured it was a technical era, and I was waiting. Technology sometimes, yes, I get it. Yes, it's so frustrating, man. You would think my internet wouldn't go out or something like that, but why is he back on Spider-Man? Damn, I hate how he draws Peter's face. It's just for the one issue. It's just for these tie-ins ones. Sunday Heat Collection says, "Good afternoon, my comic collectors. On my way to my comic shop. Awesome. Good luck. Hopefully you have good finds. Mario Games for Life. I'm back for real this time." Laughing my fucking ass off. And Carrick says, "The colors look a little different, but yeah, his art is weird." Zouder Striker says, "Are you going to read the new Black Cat series when it comes out?" Absolutely, I will read that series. And for me, the art in the second he fight scenes are good. I will read it. All right. Next book, guys. The conclusion to the Avengers: No Road Home. Here, this is issue 10 of the series, where Hercules and the rest of the crew have to go after Nyx. What a great series, man. Love the characters in this. And check out this first page. This brings you back to 60s comics, Silver Age comics. Look how it's drawn. That is quite interesting right there, because it says you want to see my creation. That's pretty neat. And then these are the first couple pages in here. And then they got a little blurry, so hopefully it'll fix itself. There we go. So there's your first couple pages, and with Vision. Vision actually died in this issue. I think he is. And then they're going to bring him back like next month or something. But I think he's going to die. This series has been really great. I've said it before. We said it on Comic Frontline. This team needs to write Avengers all the time. And hopefully this issue leaves it open-ended so you can actually maybe see a part 3 to the Avengers No Surrender or No Road Home, or get to see Voyager again. I would love to see that. So looking forward to the conclusion of this story. All right. Sunday Heat Collection goes, "Going to give Major X one more shit." Maybe you meant to say shot. I did. And it's got a different artist on it, as it was pointed out here earlier. Back on 368.1. Sounds like a radio station, right? Scoundrel Gaming says she's a sequel, Green Light. It was an amazing movie. I haven't seen it yet. No Road Home has been awesome. Scoundrel Gaming says cool artwork. Calvin says the universe is full of zombies. No one dies for real. Well, except for Ben and Gwen. That's so funny. Yeah, I mean, shot. My bad. LOL. That's so funny. Sunday Heat. That's awesome, man. All right. So next book, guys, Guardians of the Galaxy, issue 4. Who's reading Guardians of the Galaxy right now? Really good series. Really well done. I think hopefully we get the revelation on whose body Thanos is going to go in, or if he's going to be resurrected as Thanos once again. So yeah, here's some of the artwork in here. It looks like our heroes or our Guardians of the Galaxy are going to go after Gamora in here. Betty Ray Bill's in this series, which I think is cool. The artwork is really gorgeous. I think Gamora looks really nice. I like her facial expression here. Nice colors. And yeah, she runs into Groot in this issue. And Groot with his mohawk is just weird, though. I can't quite get used to that. But I do like how he can talk now. I think that's a lot of fun. So we're going to see what happens with Guardians of the Galaxy. I want to see some more Cosmic Ghost Rider. He's awesome. And I like this new team. It's just something different, you know? So yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy issue 4. All right. Let's see. Scoundrel Gaming says, do you watch Mark Hyper? He's the best video stand the water. Well, Kate's is a must buy. Absolutely. Sunday Heat says, but the first issue art was shit. LOL. Are we talking about Major X still? Mario Game says, I woke up every day thinking there would be something good in the mail. I go downstairs and literally nothing at all. It's definitely frustrating. Woo, Slayer, what's up? What I missed? Well, you missed the whole first stream that was interrupted. That's what you missed. And I had to create a second one off the fly here. So now I'll have to do more tagging and more all that other great stuff. You know, one video wasn't just enough. I got to do it on 2 now. So here we go. So Miss Marvel, this is issue 2. Miss Marvel looks like she's going to a different world because she's getting sucked up by some aliens here. So that's cool. Weird facial expression on the cover too. She looks more like Elastic Man or Mr. Fantastic every day, you know? Here's some of the artwork in here. Because in the last issue, her parents were melting. Is that really her parents? Probably not. They're probably aliens. Or maybe the aliens did her parents. I don't know. Maybe they died. But we got to see these actual aliens get melted in the last issue as well. It caught new readers up with Kamala Khan and what she's been going through. So now this is really the first true major part of this story. Oh, Draken Slayer Silverclaw. Buddy, I appreciate your super chat. I really appreciate it, man. $2 super chat. Can't wait for Batman and the Outsiders on May 8th. I will definitely pick that book up. Where it falls on my most anticipated list is still yet to be determined, though, so stay tuned for that. And again, thank you so much for that super chat. It helps a lot. Really does. All right. So, yes, this is going to be a major point right now when it comes to Kamala. Nightwing is okay. Cool. Going to check out the first issue. So, yep, here's that. It looks like we got Bruno in the book, and then Kamala's going to go fight some aliens. So we'll see where he goes. Anybody out there reading Miss Marvel? Does anybody care about Miss Marvel out there? So this is issue 2. All right. Next. Spider-Man, City at War. This is issue 2. That's right, fans. First issue was great. However, it wasn't my favorite because I'm not a Mr. Negative guy. I hate that guy. I think he sucks. I think Dan Slott created him, if I'm not mistaken, and they could kill him, and I could care less about him. He's dumb. Oh, I'm black and white. That's all I am. Yeah, that's all he is, and he's like a drug lord or underground guy, you know? So I don't know. This book's got Miles in it. Supposedly, from what I told, it's different from the video game. There's going to be twists and turns and whatnot overall in the series. But I like the story of how it takes place like in the future, and Mary Jane works for the Daily Bugle and whatnot. So pretty cool artwork, as you can see in this book. It's bright and vibrant colors. And hopefully the story starts to really take place going forward here. That's a pretty cool page right there, guys. That's awesome. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Spider-Man City at War. This is issue 2. This is great, guys. I got 20 viewers back on again and 7 more likes. So we almost regained the full audience of the first stream. Kelvin says 20 minutes in and no Savage Avengers. I know they took the advertisement off. Maybe they got tired of me talking about it. I like the first issue of Miss Marvel, though. They did a good job with her. Hopefully it continues. Mario Games for Life says, I would put 20 on, but I spent my money on comics that aren't even here yet. Yeah, Mario, no worries, buddy. I appreciate it all the same. When you guys even just come on and we talk like this is worth it to me, okay? Again, if you can always send donations, that's always, so much appreciated. But of course, it's never a must in any way, shape, or form. All right. Did you cover Uncanny X-Men yet? No, I did not. Brant says, oh man, I love the first issue of City at War. It was in my top 5 that week. Such a good story. It was a good story, but I just don't like Mr. Negative. Peter Barker says, didn't like City at War. Mario Games for Life says, Swarm, an iconic Spidey villain. Was that Swarm in there? Because I saw all the bees. That would be cool, because I like Swarm too. One of the first memorable Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends issue episodes is when Swarm was on TV, and I remember Swarm. So I don't know if you guys saw that show, because I'm old and maybe you guys are a lot younger than me. So V says hello there. Mario Game says unite the Spidey Squad. Scoundrel Gaming says, would you like to see Emma Watson to be Supergirl 9 times? And then this haul is awesome, so I really appreciate it. Next, really cool cover here, guys. Meet the Skrulls. Cool story. It's very different. I thought the last issue was a little bit confusing at time. But nevertheless, though, it is a good book. It is a solid story. You can get confused because you don't know when the Skrulls are actually changing. So you don't know, like, at times who's a Skrull, not a Skrull, whatever the case may be. Like, I think these guys are Skrulls because not random people just do, like, zip lining down buildings, but I'm pretty sure that's them, and they change into to those people and whatnot. And you learn about the 2 daughters and how they have to fit in with this civilization but still conquer the earth at the same time without being being caught. I think overall it's a great story and something different. So if you guys haven't checked it out, in the first 2 issues that are not in the store, go ahead and maybe pick it out on trade when it actually comes out. So that's Meet the Skrulls issue 3. All right. Dragon Slayer Silverclaw says, last week I couldn't get my issue 4 of Vampirella Reanimator. My comic shop had to reorder it. So hopefully you got it today. Melissa Batness is my favorite Supergirl. Yeah, she's pretty good. I like to see Swarm way more. He's probably one of my favorite underrated Spider-Man villains. Favorite underrated for me in this spot. Let's see. Scoundrel Gaming says his phone is getting wonky. And let's see. Brant says, meet the Skrulls, worth of the read for sure. Absolutely, definitely. And then Mario Games for Life says, yes, it was Swarm, but a different verification of the PS4 version. Okay. So that's pretty cool. That is awesome. So speaking of Spidey, who's excited about the Spider-Man life story? This is issue 2. This is the 70s, right? So I'm sure this has got to deal with more of Gwen Stacy's maybe possible death, Green Goblin, disco, drugs, I don't know what's happening. But you can't deny the Mark Bagley artwork. And that's what's so great about this book, guys. His artwork is gorgeous. It always is. He was made to draw Spider-Man comic books. I'm sorry. He may do other artwork and it looks good, but this is what he was put on this earth to do, man. So let's see some action. Here's some Spider-Man right here. So we get to see what he looks like there. And do we get to see any Green Goblin stuff? No, but we do see partying. So we get to see that. So that's pretty. That looks really nice. So I don't know if that's MJ. Not sure. Not 100%. Maybe. She just looks pissed off. And here's some more artwork. But no real Spider-Man yet in this issue as I'm flipping through it to see. Here's one thing I'll show you. This Green Goblin. Is he in the shadows? Is he black? Like, what's happening right there? My camera keeps unfocusing, so here you go. So what happens in this issue? Very curious to see. But Spider-Man Life Story issue 2, the 70s. Gotta love the disco goblin ball. That is awesome stuff right there. All right. Next, Teen Titans issue 29. Yes, continues the Terminus agenda. This story goes back to the Teen Titans series where hopefully they will focus more on the Teen Titans in this issue, where the last issue focused on Deathstroke a lot. Flash is like, what'd you do? Where are you keeping Deathstroke? What's going on here? Is there a prison? So we're going to get answers here of that whole thing when it comes to Robin or Damian keeping all the secrets from his team about these supervillains being kept in this jail. And maybe we get to see more of Roundhouse, who is a great character in this series. And on like how he repaired himself because he was destroyed basically a couple issues back. So that's really cool. But overall, Teen Titans is a great book, guys. I mean, it's so well done. The character development is just spot on, and the pacing is spot on as well. One of my favorite DC books as of right now. You're invested in all these characters when you read this book. So great stuff. Issue 29 of Teen Titans. All right. So next we have Uncanny X-Men. This is issue 16. I don't even remember what happened in this last issue. I'm really not. I don't remember because it's so forgettable for me. I'm just not vested in this story. I'm kind of just going through the progressions when it comes to it until the new story arc, new event comes out. This is pretty cool though. You got Juggernaut in here, so we got that. That's pretty cool. But it's pretty bad when I don't remember a story. That means it's just very forgettable for me. I'm usually pretty good about remembering stories when I, show these issues, these next issues. But man, this is just drawing a blank. But you got Magneto in here too as well. So this could show some improvement. We got this whole team here. I like Banshee on that cover, man. I'm a huge fan of Zombie Banshee. I think he's awesome. So that's Uncanny X-Men. That's issue 16. Sorry I couldn't give you any more when it came to that, guys. All right, so what's next? All right, let's see. We got some comments on here. Mr. Negative Green Goblin Peter Barker says, let's see. Local comic book shop told me to get the B cover of Life Story. Let's see. Scoundrel Gaming says, LOL, yay, booyah, Disney Plus got its release on November 12th. Really looking forward to it. Absolutely. November 12th for Disney Plus. Can't wait. Definitely a great price. I'm on board. I definitely know I'm getting it for sure. Mr. Negative Green Goblin. Yep. The Spidey design looks different. Haven't read it yet, so didn't notice. Mario Game says Spider-Man gets drunk in Spider-Man Life Story. It's so funny. Brant says the last issue was the weakest of the arc in Uncanny. Maybe that's why I didn't remember it. Draken Slayer Silver Claw says Robin is going to end up in Arkham if he continues on the road he is on. Too bad I read Batman Beyond. I love Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond is awesome. Don't drink and swing. Lyric Magic Moments is on. Hi, Mike and everyone in the chat. So welcome. You're a little late, and that's fine. Always more the merrier, guys. And anything can happen in these streams, including UPS packages. Classic. Yeah, so far I've had UPS packages being delivered. I've got my streams interrupted. We've talked about Savage Avengers a lot of the times. We did some advertising. So the next book we're going to talk about is The War of the Realms. This is issue 2. First issue was just basically the all-out invasion of Manhattan. That's what happened in this in the first issue. So now let's see how the story progresses. Here are all our players on the board. That's a lot, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 people in this book, at least. That's not even what they're going to add. Here's Wolverine. All right, I got interrupted that time, and I don't know why that always happens, man. It's so freaking frustrating. Anyway, Enchantress is on there. So that's cool. Great paneling. I like the artwork in this story. I think it's pretty good. Look at that. That's badass right there. Valkyries all coming in the battle as well. So that is really cool. Really cool. Gorgeous artwork here. I think this second issue has strong potential right now. That is awesome. Yeah, Brant, if there was going to be a part 3, I was going to be super furious. But that's War of the Realms. This is issue 2. Looks very promising, guys. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Let's talk about some Avengers here. This is West Coast Avengers. This is issue 10. This is a cool cover. Very realistic looking. Brant says, I'll call you right now. I give you a moment for the live show, but I know you're recording on the phone. I won't do that to you. LOL. Spidey, knock, biatch. But really realistic looking cover here when it comes to West Coast Avengers. I love the way Spider-Gwen looks and Kate. Look at Clint. Look at Clint's face. It's like weird, right? But really great series. I think this is the conclusion to this story arc, and then we have one more issue possibly going forward. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. But there's Jeff, the land shark. Guys, if you haven't given West Coast Avengers a shot, it's so good. It's so funny, and the characters are way out there, man. It's so awesome. Really good. I love the interactions between Kate. I think she makes a great leader, and just an overall great series. That's all I can say about that. Like I said, I don't know how many of you have read this actual book or this series, but it's definitely... this is the last issue. This is definitely the last issue. Yep. There is the end at the end of this, and there is the thank you letter when it comes to Kelly Thompson, who wrote this book. So I know the book sales were really low. I knew right from the beginning, but I still read it anyway. Really great series. Again, when this comes out in trade, guys, pick it up. It is a lot of fun. Great stuff. So last issue for West Coast Avengers, issue 10. At least it lasted that long, right? All right. So let's see. Brant says, yeah, I love that cover. Kelvin says, I will miss Jeff the land shark. And Scoundrel Gaming says, it's like the Uganda meme. It keeps going, LOL. Peter Barker says, yeah, lost the stream again. 3.0. That would be hilarious. Number 10 is the last issue, so thank you. One of my top 5 panels will be from West Coast Avengers this week. Lyric Magic Moment says the artwork looks solid as well in West Coast Avengers. It is. It's so good. And Carrick says that's sad. And Brant says, man, I'm going to miss this book. He's got a smiley face, or sorry, sad face. And let's see. Scoundrel Gaming says, I'm so nervous about Endgame. My family hasn't seen the emotional yet, but in this April 26th, they're going to see me cry. It's going to be a sad movie. Dragon Slayer Silverclaw says, I wish Gwenpool had another solo series. And why were the sales bad? No specs for a first appearance for Jeff. He goes, I really liked it. Yeah, first appearance of Jeff. Hopefully it's not the last time we'll see him. Again, guys, I said why sales are bad when it comes to West Coast Avengers is because who wants to see a bunch of second-rate heroes, right? People want to see mainstream books. So if they're limited in a budget and books cost $4.99, $3.99, they're going to go for the Supermans, they're going to go for the Batmans, they're going to go for the Spider-Mans, they're going to go for maybe some of the events. The last thing that they're going to want to pick up is a West Coast Avenger where they know nothing about Katie Bishop or Quentin Quire or Gwenpool or Jeff the Land Shark or any of those characters, you know? So again, I'm fortunate enough to get many books to where I can, you know, expand my horizons. But if you have a $20 budget, are you going to purchase West Coast Avengers, right? All right. Oh, excuse me. A lot of talking. So, next on the list, Transformers issue 3. Very simplistic cover. Optimus Prime, right? Opening up of the doors. Looks like he's pissed. Like he's in a saloon. And he's going to do battle against freaking Megatron. Is that going to happen yet? I don't know. We're leading there. We're getting there. No one has Autobot symbols. No one has Decepticon symbols. No one has big ass guns. No one's shooting each other. But you do got Soundwave in there. So Soundwave's cool. I like the story so far. We get to learn a little bit about a guy, a little bot that was just forged by the names of Rubble, and we get to see things happen through his eyes. And I think that's a cool way to look at this book, you know. And so how this war begins to unfold, I think you're slowly seeing it. We actually get to see Transformers transform in this issue, so you get to see Bumblebee transform into his original form, all the way back from that first episode of Transformers. So I think that's pretty cool as well. And I like how this book doesn't over-explain things, and that's what makes this book readable for me. Artwork is solid, like I said, and yeah, if you're a Transformers fan, you want to catch on now before he gets too far ahead. So that's Transformers. This is issue 3. All right. Draken Slayer Silverclaw says, it's also the fact that Marvel is publishing over 80 books. Wow. Peter Barker says, gotta go, Mike. Tea's ready. Catch you later. Thanks for watching, Peter. Enjoy your tea, my friend. Scoundrel Gaming says, hey, Mike, have you heard of the behind BHD? He is funny, but intense. Wear headphones, bud. LOL. Not quite sure. Couldn't make that out. Lyric Magic Moment says those kind of second-rate characters have the good stories. And I agree with you. You got to give them a chance. Mario Gaming for Life says Batman kills Joker coming when the world ends because Batman doesn't kill. And he's got a little police symbol car. That's so funny. Oh, man. You guys are great. Thanks for watching, guys, and sticking through. Farmhand, issue 7. Haven't been up to date with this series. I'm like 5 issues behind. I want to read it all at once because I think this is a really great book to read all together because it's so complicated in many ways that you don't want to lose the momentum of the story and find yourself lost in it. Here's some of the artwork in there. This is the same artist that did Chew. If you guys are not familiar with that story, Chew is a really good artist. He puts a lot of Easter eggs in his stories and whatnot. So really good stuff here. So that's Farmhand, issue 7. All right. Next is Middle West, issue 6. Another great fantasy-like story. As we get to learn about Abel, his father, his past, how he gets these powers, all this kind of stuff, guys. This is great story. His father turns into a tornado when he gets angry. And this little boy is following in his footsteps as he gets angry. And he doesn't want to become what his father has become. And he does this little adventure with this fox who talks, which is really a lot of fun. And it's great artwork. And it's probably one of Scotty Young's best stories to date. Very interesting story. Really like it. A lot of fun. Great stuff. So there we go. Middle West, issue 6. All right. So if you watch the first stream, I named it Avengers Initiative. And I tell you why. I created a goal for myself. And my goal is to collect every issue of Avengers Volume 1. That's what I plan on doing. I don't have that many Avengers comics. And I feel maybe I should. And I feel like a lot of those Avenger books are attainable. Some of them are not that pricey. And there's a lot of keys. So I was like, why not? Why not do Avengers? Why not collect them? So you saw a couple of Avenger issues I collected last week. And this week I got some more. So the first one's Avengers. This is issue 176. Okay. So that's kind of cool. You got Wonder Man in there as well. Vision and Iron Man. So this is the oldest issue of them all that I got so far. From this week. So this is made from 1978. Okay, so we got that one. The next one is issue 222. Okay, so that one's really cool too. And this is the Masters of Evil. It's got the Scorpion, it's got She-Hulk, Whirlwind, right? You can't beat that stuff, man. That's so cool. So really looking forward to actually reading these when I get down to it. But yeah, really looking forward to that. Then I got 356 with the white vision. So we got that one. So that's cool. And then we got 361 of Avengers. So we have that. So again, I'm looking to collect the entire run of Volume 1. So if you guys don't want any of your old Avengers comics, hey, if you want to send them to me, hey man, that's great. I'll take them. You know? And next one is issue 370. So we got that one. But I'm looking for keys and decent issues and things like that. And so whenever I come across them at the shop and they have them, that's when I'm going to pick them up. Buy one or two at a time until eventually I get a long box like this long of just Avenger comics. So yeah, so that's my new initiative. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to assemble my Avenger comic books. So that's going to be the stuff that I do there. All right, so last comics here. Let's check out. So we got action comedy. I did talk about Major X earlier. He's the one that interrupted my live stream. Great old Avenger pickups. Thank you, Lyric Magic Moments. Kelvin goes, I know. I mean, he should get all Major X and not Avengers. I do have every Major X comic. I have issue 1 and 2. And Scoundrel Gaming says, oh, I see LOL Thanos in a big purple fort. LOL, he's my favorite villain. Because this story is the darkest yet in the MCU for now. Calvin says, how many issues does Avenger Volume have? Dude, I don't even know, man. Is it like 500 or something like that? 400? I'm going to have to look. Lyric Magic Moment says, good luck on the Avengers hunt. And Scoundrel Gaming says, I asked my dad if we could buy comics, and I wanted my dad. I'm big. And I warned my dad, and I'm big spender, LOL. And Mario Gaming's for life goes, Mike, what if you went out into the street and saw Batman grappling up after killing someone, but you really don't have to worry because that will never happen? That's true. If I saw Batman, I would freak the fuck out, man. Excuse the language, but I would. That'd be... Can you imagine the superhero world was in real life like it is in the comic books? Can you imagine if that was real life? Holy cow, how could you live through that every day? Manish gave me the official issue count, 454 issues. I'm on it. I'm going to get it. All 454. We'll see what happens. It's going to be hard to get issue 1, though. Maybe I might get issue 1 in a reprint. You never know. All right, guys. So that's it for today. You guys are great. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that super chat as well. And, I gotta go pick up the kids from school now. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. The comic book community, you guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. I love you all. And, guys, I'll see you next week on the next comic book haul. Until then, check out all my other content on the channel. Top 10 covers, top 5 comics of the week, top 10 most anticipated comics of the week. And that's it, guys. Have a great week, and I'll see you real soon. Take care, guys. Love